everybody, how are you all doing? On this episode, I'm going to be talking with beef and broccoli. Yes, you heard me right. That's beef and broccoli. No, it's not stir fry, baby. It's actually an Indian style beef, dry roasted with all the wonderful spices. So for this recipe, I'm going to be using a stew cut beef, which I have cut into smaller pieces, as you can tell. This is about 2 pounds what I'm using. And I also have 1 pound of fresh broccoli. The spices that I'm going to be using: dried red chilies, red chili powder, coriander powder, garam masala for the beef, and dried fennel seeds. Dry roasted and is ground. And I have fresh turmeric powder, curry leaves, garlic, ginger, onion, green chilies, and of course, what Indian curry can go without is coconut oil, especially the Kerala dishes. This is our salt to taste, so do according to that. You could do this in two different ways. You could steam this in a separate way, the broccoli, so it's just precise the way you like it, or you can just merge it with the beef towards the end. That's what I'm going to do. If you have an Instapot, put this in that beef poultry setting and you can do that as well. I'm just doing it on top of a stovetop. Okay, this is what I like the most. I just want to slow cook it so that it just absorb all that flavor from all the spices. Let's get this started. Into a non-stick skillet, you gotta make sure there's enough space for this. So nice big one. Let's just heat up some oil. For this recipe, I'm actually using coconut oil. You can use vegetable oil or canola oil, whichever you prefer. So this is 4 spoonfuls of coconut oil that I have put in. Let's just coat the bottom of this pan. Into that, I'm going to be adding in. First goes our garlic. You want 2 heaped spoonfuls of garlic, okay? And so here goes 1, 2. Similar to that. Smells great. Beautiful. Okay, into that, next goes in 1 spoonful of our ginger. You could add few curry leaves at this stage. Just a few. Okay, now that is sauteed well. I don't want it to change color. I'm just going to add in half onion diced. I like the red onion. The white one seems to be more sweeter than the red. So I'm just using red onion. Saute that well. It smells amazing. I mean, just that onion, ginger, and garlic sauteing well. Okay. The onion has started to change its color, so this is the time to add in our green chili. Now, depending on your family size and how much spicy that you like it, add it. So for my family, we like it somewhat medium to hot. So this is going to be a spicy recipe where we're going to add in 7 green chilies split in half. So that is all that. 7 green chilies, okay? This is the Thai version, not the jalapeno. Saute that. Because I'm using 2 pounds of beef, we need to spice it up a little bit. Next goes in our spices. So one at a time. We're going to add in 2 spoonfuls of red chili powder, 1 nice heapful of turmeric powder, 3 spoonfuls of our coriander powder. This is dry roasted coriander powder. I'm also going to be adding 1 spoonful of dried fennel seed powder. Next goes in our garam masala, which has all that nice spices, the cardamom, the cinnamon, cloves, all that mix. There goes 2 spoonfuls. Let's give it a mix. Make sure to lower the heat because we don't want that spices to burn up. So let's if you have beef stock on hand, this is the perfect time to add it. Alright, our spices has sauteed well. It's nice and dry. It smells amazing. Definitely have to try this recipe out. Okay, so here goes my 2 pounds of beef. Now I usually buy a cut beef from your local grocery store. I have Costco nearby, so I usually go there on a Sunday to pick up some beef cut. You could, if you have somebody preferring any local grocery store, they might have a better version of cut. You could use that as well. My fire is on medium low, so I'm going to cook this on medium low for 15 minutes. Slow cook that beef so that it release all that flavor in, absorb all the spices. It's been 15 to 20 minutes on medium low flame. Let's check back on our beef. Oh wow. Beef has released all that juice on its own, so there's no excess water that I've poured in. So let's give it a good mix. The beef should be about 3/4 done. I haven't added any salt yet, so I'm just going to add just a pinch of salt. Now salt is according to your taste. I like a fresh curry leaves. And to add a little bit of color, you could do this on a different pan, into a coconut oil. You can dry roast this or fry it and add it to the beef, but I think this would taste even better. I don't want any excess oil. Let's cover and cook for another 5 more minutes and then we'll check back. Okay, it's time to check on our beef. Oh wow, look at this. That beef has absorbed all that flavor in. The gravy is nice and just ready for our broccoli. This is the stage I'm going to add so that there's a little bit of gravy this broccoli is going to absorb. So you could steam this if you wish to. I'm just going to blend it in. My flame is still on very, very low. Now the beef cut that we get is pretty big. I felt that that's too much of beef what we are gonna consume, so I cut them a little bit smaller, and I just remain my broccoli as it is. So here's the next thing what I'm going to do. You don't have to do this. This is just my personal preference. I like to bite into some, right? So I have half cup of onion, red onion, thinly sliced. I'm just going to add in along with my broccoli. and give it a good mix. In this low flame, that onion is going to kind of soften up along with that broccoli, absorb all that flavor from the beef, and then we'll check it out. Okay, let's check on our beef. Wow, look at that. Now when I did put in that broccoli, it was big chunks, right? Because I felt that it's gonna shrink or break apart, just like I anticipated it did. So I think right now this is the perfect stage to add, if you want to, only if you want to. You could just add a little bit of fresh cracked black pepper, which is just amazing taste onto beef, right? Now that all depends on your spice level. If you want to. My family enjoys that extra spice, and you can serve this with yogurt, buttermilk, anything, or even just with a paratha. This is a great deal. Perfect. Now let's plate it and we'll check back. There you have it. Our special beef with broccoli in an Indian style is ready. It's nice and spicy. Now you could increase or decrease the spice level according to your desire, your family's palate. Our family enjoy this just as it is. So give it a try, and this is the way to incorporate more veggies into our family. So I didn't have enough time to make two separate meals, two separate curries for that matter. So I just tried, why not? Okay, so this is what I did. Now let's give it a taste test. It's really, really hot. Nice and spicy. That last bit of black pepper did the trick. Let's try the broccoli. I can go on and on. Anyway, to taste this, you gotta make it in your kitchen. Okay? Promise me you will. It's an easy recipe. Well, try it out. Let me know. Comment below how it was for you. I'll see you next time. Thank you.